Okay, this time we award a bid on vibrating contractor. Should have to come to the presentation.
Judge and members, fiscal court, I believe you all have a copy of the report in your package. Upon the request of fiscal court, we took the bids for review that were open on October 5th for the vibratory compactor. We had 5 bids. Looked at the bids, and then we had a review team which consisted of the road department manager, the road department supervisor, both mechanics, and 4 equipment operators. We took the 2 bids that we felt were the most economical and type of equipment that we wanted, had them bring the machines on site, and we reviewed both by operating, ease of maintenance, ease of accessibility to components for repair, and safety issues, along with the actual structure of the piece of equipment itself, as far as the thickness of the steel on it and things of this nature. After that was on bids number 1 and number 3 is the ones that we decided to review. And bid number 1 was from Rudd Equipment for a Volvo DD24, which is a new machine. And bid number 3, which was the Wayne Supply Caterpillar model CB224, which was used. Both of these vendors offered a trade-in, and both of them had warranties on the machine. Bid number 4 was not considered due to no trade-in allowance. Bid number 2 was not considered due to no warranty. And bid number 5 was not considered due to its weight and size, and the machine was larger than our carrying capacity of the trailer that we currently have. After careful inspection, both by the operators and mechanics, and we critiqued it, it is our recommendation that the Henderson Fiscal Court approve the purchase of the new Volvo DD24 compactor from Rudd Equipment due to the analysis of the operators and mechanics, along with the Rudd Company's agreement for a full 1-year warranty, a 2-year 1,500-hour drivetrain warranty, and a trade-in price that was equivalent to the Caterpillar Wayne Supply trade-in price of $1,850, which is a $500 increase of the original bid. Purchase price for this machine, less trade-in allowance, will be $31,850. And I do have the agreement from Rudd here in writing for the extended warranty and the upgrade on the trade-in allowance.
Was that included in the bid?
Question?
Was that included in the bid?
They had a smaller one, a $500 less allowance in the original bid. We asked them if they would meet the Wayne Supply one after reviewing the equipment, which was $500 more, and they agreed to do that.
The other machine being considered was used? How many hours did that use?
The machine burned up, right?
Yeah, our machine had an electrical fire. It was used. We've had it for, I believe, 8 years.
But the other one had been considered, the Wayne Supply one was used?
It was used.
It was 07.
And what was considered mainly was the factor of the operating capabilities of the machine. The Caterpillar was not as responsive in close quarters. It had to be run at full throttle compared to the Volvo machine that could be slowed down. And in more meticulous areas, like we do a lot of our work in close quarters, it was more maneuverable.
They gave you an $1,850 trade and nobody else even wanted to. What's the difference in that? I mean, they just don't do that.
Well, we had 2 of the other companies offer us trade-in prices, even on the burned-up machine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I had a chance to review them. Didn't know staff took a lot of time, going through the machines. The machines were on the facility at the road department, and everybody, Mr. Cooley had mentioned, was involved. And they did take their time going through it, trying to make sure that we got the best deal for Henderson County. With that, I would make a recommendation that we accept the county engineer's recommendation for the purchase.
Second.
Madam Clerk, any discussion? Any question?
Maybe a question, Bill. If our equipment goes down, do they bring one out and replace it and we can use it, it's my, I really don't know how it works. I know they say warranty or stuff, but say we gotta have it and we're in the process of doing something where we're working with that stuff, does any of them do it?
We haven't had that. Most of the time, we've had pretty good service out of all of our equipment, especially while it is in warranty work. We kind of really look closely at the warranty on the machine. It kind of tells us how much respect and liability that they have in their machine. We always try to get extended warranties because we normally do not put as many hours on the machine as a normal contractor would do in a normal year. But we've never had to have them where we've been in a situation where we've had to bring a replacement machine when we've been down. The only time that we actually had to go out and lease something was several years ago. It was when one of the old motor graders actually went down on us and completely was shot, and we had to go lease a machine for a couple months so we could get the bid process in order. But we've never had it where a new machine went down for any extended time where we had to have something to replace it.
Well, that's kind of where I was going. I was saying, I guess, like I said, I didn't know if they would, in the event it was new and something catastrophic happened to that piece of equipment, if they actually come back and replaced it.
Yeah.
If we was in the
I
process.
understand, yeah, if we were in the process of something like that, we've never had it come up, so I couldn't answer that question if they'd loaned us a piece of equipment. Obviously, a lot of these equipment companies have rental fleets too, and I'm sure that if it came down to it, they would work out something very negotiable with us, especially to hold their integrity of their backing up their equipment. But fortunately, we've never had to exercise anything like that.
Thank you.
Hopefully too, we've had interlocal agreements with Webster and Davis, some of these other counties on their storm cleanups. We've been there to help one another, so gotten that tight bind, they'd be there to help us, I'm sure. So. Any other questions? Any other discussion? Madam Clerk, call the roll, please.
Magistrate Lacer.
Aye.
Magistrate Alexander.
Aye.
Magistrate Todd. Magistrate Wilkerson.
Aye.
Magistrate Putman.
County Attorney has some checks today.
Yes, Judge. Got quite a few here. First, salaries, FICA, and retirement reimbursement in the amount of $5,321.62. Health, dental, and life insurance, I've got two checks there, one in the amount of $958.01, another in the amount of $3,398.39, and AFLAC reimbursement in the amount of $102, rent in the amount of $1,000, interest on two certificates of deposit, first being $18.91, the other one being $56.72, for a total today of $10,855.65, and making the current fiscal year total $76,083.03.
Thanks, sir. Motion to stand in order to accept the checks, gentlemen.
So moved.
Second. Motion and a second, any discussion? Madam Clerk, would you call the roll, please?
Magistrate Lacer.
Aye.
Magistrate Alexander.
Aye.
Magistrate Todd.
Aye.
Magistrate Wilkerson.
Aye.
Magistrate Putman.
Next on the agenda, we have some appointments today. On the air board, we'd like to appoint David Pillar to take an empty spot there. Actually, the city's already made, this is a joint city-county appointment, and the city approved theirs last week, and the county would like to submit that same name today. So, motion to stand in order.
So, second.
All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Also on the water board, we'd like to appoint Mr. Mike Skaggs to take Mr. McAdoo's place. Mr. Skaggs has a long record of service in the Henderson water utility, 30-some years. Been on boards at the state level for 26 years. Came to us and said he'd always been done it, he would like to serve, and we appreciate everything Mr. McAdoo has done for us. That we look forward to working with Mr. Skaggs too, and we have mailed Mr. McAdoo a letter thanking him for his service, and we'll appreciate everything he's done for Henderson County. So with that, my recommendation would be to put Mike Skaggs on the Henderson County Water Board.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Madam Clerk, call the roll.
Magistrate Laser.
Aye.
Magistrate Alexander.
Aye.
Magistrate Todd.
Aye.
Magistrate Wilkerson.
Aye.
Magistrate Putnam.
This time, Carter Wilson, you got anything for good of the county?
On the window bids that we accepted last week, I'd like to make a motion that we reject those bids and get an architect to send, do some specifications on it, a drawing on it. I know that costs more, and I know it costs us to bid it out, but the discrepancies in the prices were just too large a spread to accept. And it's not like we're in a big hurry, but we really don't need to start this job anywhere anything. So you want to put one in there. So it'd be my recommendation that we reject all the old bids and then get an architect to write some specs and redo it.
I second that motion.
I agree with you. When we got to looking at the bids, there were so many different styles of windows, and this is an investment that's going to last some time, we hope, so we want to make sure we go the right way with it. And I think it's a very smart move on the committee's part to request a second look into them, so be my opinion. So, anybody else from the court have anything to say?
I just respect Mr. Wilkerson's opinion. He's a door and window man. We all know what's going on, so I'm with him.
Well, we want to be as energy efficient as we can. This is part of the whole project, and some of the monies that's coming in for it. And the windows was just, the range was so broad.
And, you know, this terracing that's coming up this wall, if they can break the terracing, I don't know what we do. Because, you know, you get somebody in here that doesn't, I don't think somebody even looked at it.
But we know that that's a problem. We know we want to be careful with them taking them in and out, so we want somebody that can definitely handle it. So, is that your recommendation? Is that form of motion?
Yes.
Bruce, second. Madam Clerk, would you call the roll, please?
Magistrate Laser.
Aye.
Magistrate Alexander.
Aye.
Magistrate Todd. Magistrate Wilkerson.
Aye.
Magistrate Putnam.